Good morning, everyone. Welcome to At Home Chemistry with Miss Burley. Today we're going to be talking about the three different types of solutions, which are saturated, unsaturated, and supersaturated solutions. So we're going to be talking about the difference between them, and then I also have a couple demos to show you alongside it. So if a solution is unsaturated, what that means is that it still has the ability to dissolve more stuff into it, more solute into it. If a solution is saturated, then it means that it has dissolved as much as it possibly can dissolve under that set of conditions. And generally that's just the amount of solvent there is and the temperature that that solvent is. A supersaturated solution means that that solution has dissolved more or over the saturated capacity of it. So in order to do this, you'd have to increase the temperature of the solution, and then you'd be able to dissolve more in it, and then you'd have to let the temperature drop again, and then you have a supersaturated solution. Now I have a couple things here, and I want to show you different types of solutions. So in this first one, and the thing about solutions, supersaturated, unsaturated, or saturated, is that they all look the same, okay, no matter what. So here we have a solution, and I'm using NaCl and water, okay? So the solute is the salts, the NaCl, and then the solvent is water for this circumstance. So here is a solution. It could be saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated. And then I have some extra crystals of solute here, okay? And the way that you can determine if something's saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated is you just add more crystal. So I'm going to add a couple crystals in here, and I'm going to stir them and see if they dissolve. Now, if these crystals dissolve, what that means is that the solution was unsaturated. If these crystals do not dissolve, then it means that the solution is saturated. And then something really special happens. If it is a supersaturated solution, the crystals will cause all the excess crystal in the supersaturated solution to recrystallize. So that's a pretty cool thing. Unfortunately, I can't do it because I don't have a supersaturated solution here, and I need a Bunsen burner in order to make one. So I'm sorry. But if you guys take a look, all the crystal has been dissolved. There's none left in there. So because of that, this was an unsaturated solution. Here's our next solution. Again, you can't tell if it's saturated or unsaturated. You might think because you don't see excess crystal at the bottom that it must be unsaturated, but we don't know that until we check it with another crystal. So I'm going to put some crystals in here, and we're going to see if they dissolve. Now, if you take a look, these crystals did not dissolve. So what that means is that the solution has dissolved as much as it possibly can, and it can't dissolve anymore. It's saturated. So whenever you see, if there's, if I create a circumstance or a question for you in the future, if I ever say that there's extra crystals of solute at the bottom, what that means is that it must be saturated. Now, like I said, unfortunately, I can't show you a supersaturated solution. So that's pretty much it. But you guys will need to watch the next video about solubility curves and then answer a couple of questions about them. I hope you have a really great day.